Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. I'm Rocco Jeppy, and we are set to bring you NJCAA women's soccer as your CCBC Essex Knights are set to host the Skylanders of Sussex County. We're going to get to the starters in just a moment. Just a little bit of information here for you about the teams. The Skylanders, this is their first game of the season, so no previous statistics and what have you. The Knights coming off an opening season loss last week to Rowan College of Burlington County. 1-0 was the final score there. Francesca Gray was in goal for that match for the Knights. She made 2 saves and just that 1 goal allowed. Peppering the net for the Knights last week, Erin Moran with 2 shots. Mackenzie Smythe, Mia Mangione, both had a shot on goal as well. So both teams appear ready to go. We're set here in the box, so we're going to send it downstairs to the public address announcer for the starting lineups, and we'll be back with the call of the first half action in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce you to the starters, beginning with our visitors from Sussex. A defender, number 4, Christina Feely. Defender number 6, Eden Brown. A forward, number 7, Eliza Lane. Forward number 8, Maddie Allington. A forward number 9, Gabby Sarney. A forward number 11, Carly Knoll. Defense number 14, Danielle Amabile. Defense number 15, Brittany Todd. Center number 18, Braylon Cusano. Defense number 19, Kendra Berry. And starting a goal for the Skylanders, number 30, Katie Bertoa. The Skylanders are led by head coach Frank Vernacchio, who is assisted by Mike Rath. And now the starting lineup for your CCBC Essex Knights. A midfielder, number 5, Claire Cash. Midfielder number 6, Bailey D'Amico. On defense, number 7, Elizabeth Long. Midfield, number 8, Tiana Hapsis. Midfielder, number 9, Mia Mangione. On defense, number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. Midfielder, number 13, Alexis Corbett Dunnicle. On defense, number 16, Madison D'Amico. A forward, number 20, Christina Passanelli. A forward, number 21, Erin Moran. And starting a goal for your Knights, number 0, Francesca Gray. The Knights are led by head coach Jeff Holland, who's assisted by Hannah Bray, Sean Conroy, and George Holland. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and the men and women of the armed forces with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the starters, the anthem. We are just about set. It's a cool and rainy Saturday morning here at CCBC Essex Stadium. But this is the sport of soccer, and we shall play. Game time temperature 57 degrees, chance of rain all throughout the game time. And hey, if you're not doing anything immediately following this game, go ahead over to the YouTube channel of one of our sister campuses, CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. The Cardinals men will be taking on the Sussex men 20 minutes following this contest right here at CCBC Essex Field. The Cardinals playing here on the Knights' home turf because they are working on a turf of their own, a brand new turf field project going in over at our sister campus at Catonsville. Happy for them. Both teams here, however, in their pregame huddles, the sounds of Metallica in the background. We're just about set. When we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff. It's the Knights versus the Skylanders here on CCBC Essex Live Stream Radio. All right, so we're set to go here. It's Passanelli along with Corbett Fenical at midfield. The Knights will kick off to get us started. They will be headed from right to left as you view at home, wearing the home white tops with the navy blue bottoms, and we are underway. The Skylanders wearing the light blue, we'll call it, tops with the white bottoms. As we stated and you heard in the opening introductions, Katie Bertoa in goal, the freshman for the Skylanders, and Francesca Gray, the sophomore out of Overley High School, in goal for the Knights. A good takeaway there by Mangione, as it was Cusano trying to make a run. Skylanders get it back, but taken away by the Knights' Claire Cash. So the Knights having to play defense hard early on here. We're underway, 40 seconds in, and the rain continues to fall. Umbrellas on the sidelines. And as you see, when we pan to the left, you'll see the entire Skylanders bench under their own canopy that they brought with them for today's game. Scoring table under the canopy. It's crowded under there. Nobody wants to be out in the rain. But hey, it's not 95 and 100% humidity, so you got to take the good with the bad. Play back at midfield. Missed by the Skylanders. Amabile sent ahead by D'Amico. Bailey D'Amico has her pass blocked. And sent away and out of bounds by Kendra Berry of the Skylanders. It'll be a throw in to the Knights. Elizabeth Long, she is wearing number 3 today. We announced today that she was wearing number 7, so correction on that. Wearing number 3. Bad pass into the middle, taken away by Todd. Sent ahead at midfield. Good play by D'Amico. Madison D'Amico gives a run to Moran. Moran trying to catch up to it. It's Barry for the Skylanders. They get to it first. She's going to try and, nope, she's going to stop it before it goes on the back line. Give it up in the center to Feely, who tries to clear unsuccessfully, and the throw-in will go to the Knights. Good pressure by Mangione. And the Knights get awarded with the throw-in. Here's Smythe. Looking for Moran. Chested down to Mangione. taken away. Good, strong pressure there by the Skylanders. I believe that is Knoll who got the takeaway. Now it's ahead to Sarney. Sarney all by herself, 4-on-2, trying to catch the number. It looks like Knoll on the far side. And Madison D'Amico, a good play on defense to take it away and shut down the run. Now the Knights trying to transition at the midfield. Corbett Fennicle can't handle it. Knights got to step up the intensity. Takedown. No call. Ball now on the feet of Bailey D'Amico. D'Amico coming up the left side, near side as you're watching. Nobody with her. It's 5-on-2. Moran gets there late. Corbett Fennicle gets the pass from the drop. Bumped as she sends it. Pasinelli a header down into the box. Nobody there. Aaron Moran gives a late run, but it's picked up by Botoa, the goalkeeper. Good drop kick near midfield. Long sends it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skylanders. Play stays up at the left end. Moran tries to fight it away. Cannot do so. It's Barry on the ball now, far side. Still trying to understand, as I was talking with my colleagues here off camera, what exactly is a Skylander. The only thing I can find on the research hub that is a certain search engine that is very popular, that doesn't pay for advertising, so I can't give their names, is the Skylanders is a Toys to Life action video game series published by Activision. It first appeared in Spyro back in 2011, it looks like. I still have no clue what a Skylander is. It sounds very cool, though, so I wish Sussex County the best with that nickname for years to come. I'm sure in today's day and age of the gaming generation, it plays very well. Entering the 6th minute of play, we're still scoreless here at CCBC Essex. The Knights, after their first win of the season, having dropped their opening contest a week ago right here to Rowing College at Burlington County. A good play on the ball by Sarney. Just can't get it where she wanted it. Shot coming off the goal line. Easy play for Francesca Gray to come out and snag it. She'll get credited with her first save on that. Not exactly a shot on goal, but let's call it a save for now. Moran upset with herself for sending it so far ahead. She had Bailey D'Amico. D'Amico far side, near side as you're watching, but just couldn't find her and put enough quality touch on, soft touch on that, I should say. Here come the Skylanders. Not sure how the weather conditions are factoring into this game. Not a lot of crisp passes from either team thus far. And remember, this turf is a new turf surface. The Knights have had turf since 2007. Just had it replaced over the summer. Still plays a little slow. And talking with the coaches, both the men's and women's programs, it does get a little slick when it gets wet. So that could factor in throughout this game as we're in the 7th minute of play now. Scoreless here in Rosedale, Maryland, CCBC Essex Stadium. Sent ahead, nobody home. And that one's sent out by Madison D'Amico. Madison D'Amico, one of several soccer student athletes that have verbally committed or signed letters of intent to play for the Knights women's lacrosse team in the springtime. As you see Corbett Fennicle right there, she is signed and ready to play her 2nd season of women's lacrosse. Tiana Hapsis, who's another Knights starter, she will play. She was the women's lacrosse team MVP last season in her first year. And the other D'Amico sister, Bailey D'Amico, rumor is that she will play as well. Sent ahead by Gray. Good kick to the midfield. Smythe will give chase along with the Skylanders' Feely. And out of bounds, it'll be a throw in for the Skylanders. Play back at midfield as we enter the 9th minute of play. Passanelli, a good takeaway. Teammates not there right away, but there's Madison to clear it away. Long can't handle it. Just kind of a back and forth tennis match, if you will. Good play ahead to Sarney. Madison watches her as the cross goes long. There was nobody in the center anyway. Even if that ball would have been crossed into the box, it would have been an easy play for the Knights defense or goalkeeper Gray. Foul called against the Skylanders. Looked like that foul was against Carly Knoll. So it'll be Madison D'Amico with the free kick. Long watches it go by her, but right there is Bailey D'Amico. Sends it up the line to no one in particular. An attempted clear by Lane from the Skylanders. Unsuccessful. Corbett Fennicle now to Mangione. Mangione gives it up to Passanelli. Passanelli looks ahead. Gives a runner to Moran. Moran chasing it down to the sideline. Gets control of it. Now looks to go to the box. Good defense there by Allington to come and help out in the middle. Clear that pass out. 10th minute of play. We're still scoreless here at CCBC Essex Stadium. Both teams in search of their first win of the season. For the Skylanders, it is their first match of the season. The Knights are 0-1 after an opening week loss to Burlington County a week ago. Aaron Moran, a centering pass and a good play by Bertoa as that ball got a little bit closer to the goal than she would have liked to see. Nobody there for the Knights on the center, but a quality save made by Bertoa. So now both teams have had one opportunity and have come up short. We remain scoreless as we enter the 11th minute of play. Left-footed clear by Madison D'Amico. Played back about 30 yards to the goalie. And it goes right back to the spot where it was cleared. Corbett Fennicle tries to send it ahead to Moran. The pass cut down by Kendra Berry. The Knights get it back, and good play by Hapsis to stay with it. She was looking for Moran there, and again cleared by the Skylanders defense. Skylanders, 5 people back on defense there. Now making a run is Eliza Lane. Lane with a shot that goes over the right side of the goal. She was looking to that upper right 90 and got it about 3 feet too high. It remains scoreless. The rain now intensifying. Stadium lights are on to help the student athletes with the vision on the field. A push down, no call on the Skylanders. Rain getting even harder now. Play back in midfield. Good takeaway by Lane. Now cleared ahead. Trying to give a run to Sarney. Too far. Gray able to come out of off her line and pick it up at the top of her box. 12th minute of play. Scoreless. Good play ahead to Moran from Fennicle. Moran trying to make a move. Cuts back to the middle and goes down. Couldn't get around the defender. Good play there by Eden Brown to stay with her and cut down any chances for Moran. Corbett Fennicle gets the ball back, sends it ahead to Moran. Moran saw the ball late, now gives chase. And out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Knights. Corner kick, Knights. Mackenzie Smythe will take the kick. So good chance here for the Knights. Smythe, the sophomore, in her second season here with the Knights, taking corner kicks. Passanelli tries to knock it down. It will remain a corner for the Knights. So here comes some subs. It's Lindsay Webb coming in for the Knights and trying to get a number here on the Skylanders. Number 10, Ellie Roberts, into the game for the Skylanders. Smythe is set now. All but Madison Bailey up for the Knights. There's the ball and played behind the net. Not a good kick, and knowing Smythe, she would love to have that one back. So 2 chances on the corner for the Knights. They come up empty. It remains a scoreless tie. As we're in the 14th minute of play, the rain coming down hard now. Bertoa adjusting her gloves, having some issues there. Using this opportunity with the goal kick. Time continues to run. That ball sent ahead. At midfield, now it's Mangione. Good move to beat her defender. Sends it ahead to Webb. Webb gets it down to Corbett Fennicle. Corbett Fennicle all the way over to Smythe. Smythe playing up now. Tries to center the ball. Good play there by Barry to send it out. And it's cleared momentarily by Feely. There's a good centering pass from Smythe just over the head of Hapsis. And out of bounds, it will be a goal kick. So Smythe here in the 15th minute of play sent a good ball far side, far post, and Hapsis leaping into the air, just couldn't get her head on it. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Probably the second best opportunity the Knights have had today. I got to say, this is probably why I enjoyed playing baseball, because we got rain like this in baseball. That's a rain delay. We are not out there playing in this. Soccer players, I guess, a bit more rugged. Let's use that word, rugged. Ball cleared out by the Skylanders. Smythe, a good job on the takeaway. Gets it to Webb. Webb beats her defender. Now a centering pass. Far side, looking for D'Amico. Bailey gets it off the goal line. Centers it, but nobody home. Mangione gets under it. And I believe that was wide right. No good. Over the top of the goal by a long shot. It will be a goal kick for the Skylanders. 16th minute of play. We're still scoreless here at CCBC Essex Stadium. Play resumes far side now. Apologize for the audio challenges there. Mangione to take away at midfield. Hapsis got kicked in the foot, it looks like. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Knights. Under 28 minutes remaining first half. We're scoreless. The rain continuing to fall. Moran working hard, sends it back to Mangione. who sends it even farther back. D'Amico, a bad pass, looking for her sister. Unable to hit her, and it goes out of bounds. Far side, Smythe giving a run, and it's out of bounds. Waiting and getting an idea of this storm. Looking at the hourly forecast, it looks like sometime between noon, 1 o'clock, we might see a break in this rain. Game will be well into the second half by that point, so these young ladies should get used to the wet conditions out there. It's going to be a while. In the 19th minute of play now, Webb sends it ahead. Moran giving a run, trying to beat her defender. Amabile sends it out of bounds. Never understood that play. She had Barry in the middle. Nobody around Barry as far as the Knight is concerned. Could have just stopped and turned and made the pass to her. Instead, the Knights will retain possession. And a push from behind, no call. Referee letting a lot of physical contact go in this game as we watch Hapsis try to make something happen. Long play to Smythe. Smythe sends it into the middle. A good ball and a great play by Bertoa to come out and cut it off because Aaron Moran was waiting there to put it in. Had she not done so, it remains scoreless in the 20th minute. That ball played out of bounds. Substitutions coming into the game. It looks like Corbett Fennicle checking back in for the Knights. And I believe that's Campanello, Brittany Campanello, coming in for the Skylanders. It is the sophomore checking in. Oh, offsides by a long shot. Good heads-up play there by Cusano trying to get Sarney, but Sarney was off by about 5 yards, so an easy call there for the near side sideline referee. Hapsis ceremoniously lays it down to the turf. Madison D'Amico will get a running start from about 8 yards back. Plays through the middle, off Campanello's leg. Sent ahead now by Amabile, and too far as Francesca Gray will let it roll into her box and pick it up. And now this rain getting even heavier. Nice kick to midfield over the head of both Campanello and Mangione. The two Italian descended last names going at it in midfield. Smythe, a good move. Working on her defender. Roberts takes it down the sideline, out of bounds. Quick throw and slippery conditions cause that ball to go about 5 yards in the air and 3 yards out. And it'll be a throw in for the Skylanders. Entering now the 22nd minute of play. No score. If you're just joining us, both teams in search of their first win of the season. This is the first game for the Skylanders, and the Knights losing their opener last week at home, 1-0 to Rowan College at Burlington County. Bit of a back-and-forth game. Corbett Fennicle, D'Amico gets it back off the face of a Skylander. Fennicle again sends it ahead. Webb tried to get a left foot on it. Now a right foot long shot, but right at Bertoa. Bertoa, by my count, her third save of the first half. And we remain scoreless. A break in the rain as it's slowed now to a grade 5 drizzle. D'Amico. Foul called. This time against Sarney. Going back to the left now. Smythe. A lot of physical contact out there today. Here come the Skylanders, and the left foot from Campos, no good. Correction from Roberts. .22 minutes to go, first half. We're scoreless. Smythe will have the throw in at midfield. Moran brings it down and out of bounds. It'll go to the Skylanders, where Feely will throw it in. Mangione drops it all the way back to D'Amico. D'Amico to D'Amico. Taken away by Immobile. Madison sends it up ahead to Hapsis. Hapsis over to Bailey D'Amico. Nothing going there. Bailey sends it up the line to Hapsis. It's out of bounds, and it will go to the Knights. Generous call there from the sideline referee. From up here, it looked like it hit off of Hapsis' right foot. Knights awarded the throw in. 21 minutes to play. And Jordan Barledge will come all the way over. She'll take the throw. Corbett Fennicle working. Can't get to her. Cusano sends it ahead. Bailey D'Amico sends it back. Cusano now off the left foot of Campanello and sent away by Cash. Good aggressive play there by Barledge, and sends one ahead for Webb. Played back by Todd to the goalkeeper Bertoa and sent away. Good takeaway. Smythe trying to keep it with the Knights. Off the side, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be a Knights throw in. We're past the halfway mark here in the first half. Entering the 26th minute of play. Oh, good move there by Lane. Lane is all alone against the goalkeeper, Gray, with a great save. It'll be a corner kick. Gray held her line, waited until Lane made her move, and reacted quick enough to send the ball off the goal line. It'll be a corner. But a goal-saving effort there by Gray keeps it a scoreless tie.
Corner kick, Sussex. Ellie Roberts.
Gray coming off her line again there to cut it down. Shot taken by, I believe, Gabby Sarney was wide right. So the Skylanders can't cash in. 27th minute of play. We're still scoreless. You can see the puddles of water coming up out of that turf. Such a quick, hard rain. It'll dissipate eventually, but not anytime soon in this first half. Conditions will be very slow the remainder of the game. Good move to the inside, sent away by D'Amico as she goes down. Skylanders Barry colliding with Bailey D'Amico. It'll be Madison D'Amico now to take the free kick. Good kick ahead by D'Amico. Gets by everyone. Run down by Roberts. Played all the way back to Bertoa, who sends it ahead. Smythe gets the left foot up there. Working the ball. Good pressure. Off the shoelaces of D'Amico, straight up. And out of bounds, it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Corbett Fennicle with the takeaway. Tried to hit Webb, but that ball slowed down by the turf puddles. Good step by D'Amico. Played down Barledge. Looking for Long. All sides flag is up. Another thing I don't understand about offsides is if it gets past a certain point, can they just give those sideline referees a whistle so nobody gets hurt out there? Long time there before that offsides penalty was whistled. Or foul, rather. 16:25 to play first half. Scoreless. CCBC Essex Stadium. Game one of a doubleheader. The second game features Sussex County men taking on our sister campus, CCBC Catonsville. If you're just joining us, Catonsville new turf project underway. So they will play many of their games away from the friendly confines of Catonsville Stadium as Pozzanelli checks back in. Mangione comes off. That game will start approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. To watch, you can go to YouTube and keyword search CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. A live link will be available on their YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals YouTube channel and receive reminder notifications every time they have a live contest and any video uploads as well. As that ball sent ahead by Webb. Long, trailing, has her defender trailing. Right foot shot save made by Bertoa. And it remains scoreless. Sent into the middle by Smythe. Nobody there near post. Bertoa picks it up. And she's having a great first half, her fourth save of the half to keep the Knights off the board. You can do the same thing with the Knights YouTube channel. Search CCBC Essex Knights on the YouTube search engine. You can also go to youtube.com/c/CCBC Essex Knights. Subscribe, become a member of the channel, and anytime the Knights go live, you will receive a notification. And anytime they upload new videos, you will see that notification as well. 14.5 to play first half. Scoreless. The Knights, by my count, about 4 scoring opportunities in the first half. Neither team has broken through. All into the box. Gray picks it up with no problem. Bailey D'Amico, right foot send. Webb tried to get ahead on it. Here's Long, has it taken away. Played back to the middle. Corbett Fennicle. Fouled by Barry. Quick play by Corbett Fennicle. She was trying to hit Long or Smythe, couldn't tell there. A good takeaway. She goes down hard. And here come the Skylanders. That ball slowed down by the turf, though. Good play by Barry to send it ahead. Nobody's there. And it'll be an easy play for Gray to come out, put a stop to it. The rain has slowed. Call it a grade 3 drizzle here now. Looking at the radar on WeatherBug, the unofficial meteorological sponsor of CCBC Essex Athletics. And it looks like the storm is still a little bit below us here in Rosedale, Maryland, so we might have another bout of rain coming. Right now, just under 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Timeout on the field. And now comes the throw-in. Cleared by Smythe. And she's been up and down every bit of this 120-yard field today. Moran has it taken away. Moran sees a lot of double teams, or she has anyway today. As that ball is cleared to the midfield. Hapsis watches it go by, but D'Amico is there. Bailey, that is, sends it ahead. Handball, no call. Right foot into the center. Gray comes off her line, and nothing going there. Cleared away midfield. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Mangione checking back in. Coming off is Corbett Fennicle. And just a reminder, in the game, the NJCAA level, unlimited substitutions. Ball played ahead by Ullington. Now on the feet of Lane. Lane nudged from the back by Hapsis. She gets by her. Takes a tumble, literally working against Bailey D'Amico. Is cleared out by her sister. Madison sent ahead, now back. Moran working far side. Sent away by Bertoa. Good header by Moran. Moran with the takeaway. Now working it back to the middle. Left-footed shot and a goal! Aaron Moran working hard on defense. Got the ball back for the Knights. And with 10-12 to play in the first half, the Knights take a 1-0 lead.
An Essex goal scored by number 21, Aaron Moran. Time of the goal, 34 minutes, 48 seconds.
For Moran, a goal that she has been waiting a long time to get at this level. Moran, technically in her third year here at CCBC, came here, injured her first real freshman season, rehabbed, made a comeback, then last season an ACL, rehabbed that, played lacrosse for the Knights in the spring of 2017, and now on the soccer field for the first time, scores her first collegiate goal, and it's a go-ahead goal as the Knights have a 1-0 lead now with less than 9.5 to play. Moran, a good story. The ultimate student athlete, very active in the community. The Knights athletics program volunteers with multiple elementary schools in Baltimore County public school system. Moran probably has missed 2 trips in the last 3 years going to mentor and play with the elementary school students. She was the Community Service Award winner in the 2015-16 school year for CCBC Essex Athletics, and rewarded today, September 2nd, 2017, with her first career college goal. Congratulations to her. It'll be a goal kick here for Bertoa. 8.5 to play, first half. Knights 1, Skylanders 0. Webb working hard now. She's feeling a bit motivated. Webb was here at Essex last season. She was out the entire season with an injury. Motivated to get something going. There's Paige Stegler. Stegler playing in her first game today. A late addition to the team, was not with the team last week in their season opening loss to Burlington County. Got her eligibility paperwork taken care of this week, was certified yesterday, and is playing today in her first game. Originally graduated from Kenwood High School in 2016, attended Catawba in the fall of that season. Came back home to Essex, attended in the springtime, took a year off or a season off from lacrosse, which is her primary sport. And here she is now with the Knights soccer team. She will play lacrosse for the Knights in the spring as well. As I said, her primary sport. She is signed, sealed, and delivered for Candace Schroeder, the Knights' first-year head coach of the lacrosse team. Now the Knights trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead. 38th minute of play. We're entering the 39th minute. Sent ahead. Played all the way back to Bertoa. In the game also for the Knights, Silvera, number 14, Jessica Silvera. The Skylanders trying to make a run. A good ball into the middle. Bailey D'Amico working. Gray out far. And out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Skylanders. So D'Amico working tough and sticking to her defender. Gray comes out, tried to take it off the feet of Lane. Very dangerous play. As of right now, it's paid dividends. It'll be a throw-in for the Skylanders. Amabile to take the throw. Good takeaway by Stegler. 6 minutes to play, first half. Passanelli, a good step, takes it away from Allington. Skylanders, a lot of pressure here in the last 3 minutes. Gray comes off her line to pick that one up. 5:40 to play, first half. Knights 1, Skylanders 0. Just one Knight back as of right now. It's Silvera. Barry calling for the ball. She doesn't get it. It's far side now. Sarney has it. Working on Smythe. The shot right to Gray. Gray loses it, and it's in. Credit the goal to Kendra Barry, and we're tied. Gray couldn't handle the initial shot. It trickled away from her. And Barry was there for the goal. Her first of the season. We're tied at 1.
Skylanders goal scored by number 19, Kendra Barry. Time of the goal, 39 minutes, 53 seconds.
Tied at 1 here in the first half. Barry in the 40th minute gets the equalizer. Puts the Skylanders on the board. Their first goal of the season in this, their first game of the season. The Knights goal came in the 35th minute off the left foot of Aaron Moran. So we are tied. 4.5 to play here in the first half. And getting into the booth and settle will be your second half broadcaster. Aaron Thomas will have the call here in the second half. He's going to have an interesting game to finish off. Call to the bullpen sponsored by MedStar Sports Medicine, the official training partner of CCBC Athletics. The Knights have to get their heads up now. Still time to play in this first half, and you can't get down too much on yourselves because that's when your opposition can score another quick one. Here's Corbett Fennicle. She'll take it near side, far from the goalie. Played out of bounds for a corner by Eden Brown, and the Knights with an opportunity, 3:40 to play.
Essex corner kick. Elizabeth Long will take the kick. Correction, Alexis Corbett-Fennicle.
That ball sent into the middle by Long. Down. Passanelli is there to clean it up. Webb had the initial chance, lost it, and Passanelli got the loose ball and put it in to give the Knights a 1-goal lead.
Yes. Essex goal scored by number 20, Christina Passanelli. Time of the goal, 41 minutes, 40 seconds.
Moran in the 35th minute. Passanelli now in the 42nd minute. The Knights lead it 2-1. That corner came in short from Fennicle. Gave it to Long, who gave it back. Corbett-Fennicle sent it into the box. The originally settled by Webb, lost it off her right foot, and right there in the right place at the right time was Passanelli to pick up the goal. 2.5 to play here in the first half. Knights 2, Skylanders 1. And again, remind you, CCBC Catonsville men will play the Skylander men 20 minutes following this game. For the broadcast information, go to YouTube and keyword search the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals YouTube site. It'll be there, the live link. While you're there, go ahead and become a subscriber, and you'll be notified anytime something is live or uploaded to that site. And while you're at it, don't forget, during this broadcast or in 1 minute and 55 seconds at halftime, subscribe to the Knights YouTube channel. Bookmark us at youtube.com/C/CCBC Essex Knights. Good play back to the middle by Barry. Barry is the Skylanders' Smythe. Barry has been on both ends of the field all day. Rewarded in the 40th minute with a goal. Hapsis has the ball taken away by Lane. Lane now with Hapsis on her back. Drops it off to Barry. Barry back to Lane now along the goal line. Centers it. Gray slaps it out. Good play by Smythe, as it looked like it was Campanello coming in for the rebound. Ball played back to midfield.
Final minute of play in the first half. Final minute.
Long missed. Here's Lane, left foot. Called for the offsides. And it'll go back the other way. 45 seconds remaining until halftime. So Madison D'Amico with 30 ticks left. She'll send it away. Good kick past midfield. Webb misses the header. And we'll play it all the way back to Bertoa. Bertoa with 15 ticks on the clock. Gets it ahead. Now we're at midfield. 10 seconds remaining. Skylanders, can they get one more chance in the first half? Good play by Long, and a foul is called. And a yellow card will be issued to Elizabeth Long for that play. Did not give her opponent a chance to play the ball. So we'll have one last play here with 3 seconds on the clock.
Yellow card issued to Essex number 3. Yellow card issued to Essex number 3, Elizabeth Long.
2 seconds now will be put on the clock. Sarney will take the kick. She sent Allington away. Clock will start on the touch. Here's the kick by Allington. It will sail over the goal and end the first half. So the Knights On a Moran 35th minute goal and a Pasanelli 42nd minute goal, lead it 2-1. Barry scored the Skylanders goal in the 40th minute. I'm going to sign off for the first half. And as I said, coming up in the second half, your broadcaster, Aaron Thomas, he'll bring us home here at CCBC Essex Stadium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half of women's soccer here at CCBC Essex, the Coliseum, as I like to call it. The Essex Knights do find themselves up 2-1 right now against the Sussex County Skylanders. The goals coming late in that game. The first goal of the half came in the 34th minute from Erin Moran. Second goal of the game, that one for Sussex County Skylanders, came off the foot of number 19, Kendra Berry, that in the 39th minute. And then fast forward just 2 minutes later, Passanelli in the 41st minute with what is right now the deciding goal, could end up being the decided goal, I should have said, for the Knights. Knights have an early opportunity here on the corner kick, taking the kick, I believe that is number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. Corner kick for the Knights. So here comes a great opportunity, far sideline. It is a wet and nasty day out there, and that just played into that ball as well. The wet play, the wet turf, I should say, letting that ball skip a couple extra times through, could have ended up finding its way into the back of the net if we had a Knights player there able or in the right position to be able to finish. Was not the case, and we'll have another corner kick. Corner kick for the Knights, taking the kick, number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. So here's Mackenzie Smythe. Another very good corner, this time a little bit too inside. Had the right idea, though. The goalkeeper for the Skylanders thought that was going to be a little closer. Katie Baratoa. And here she has a goal kick. Skylanders need to possess this ball, need to do a good job on the restart. Didn't get to catch the entire first half, but the parts of the first half I did see was a lot of this right here, and that is a great save. Or is that is not going to go down as a save. I thought that was her fist that punched that away. Instead, it was the goal post. Good shot there by Erin Moran, trying to get her second goal of the game. Very close to getting that there on that shot, just a little wide. And here come the Skylanders. They control it after the goal kick, but not for long as they almost turn it right back over. I was starting to say, out of the action I did see in the first half, was a lot of Knights offensive attack. That is not a good sign if you are the Skylanders. It was tied at that point. The Knights have since scored again off the Passanelli goal, and they've taken the lead. Now it's even more critical for the Skylanders to try and get an offensive footing into this game. The defense for the Knights not tested very much, and the defense for the Knights is really their strong suit. That's a defense that you got to test early and often if you want to come away with a win. Skylanders, a little bit of rust, though, as this is their first game of the season. Starting to get into somewhat of a groove, or trying to get into somewhat of a groove amongst the players. Knights, on the other hand, they've played together a couple times. We saw them last week against the Barons of Burlington County. Here come the Skylanders. Good spot, but a bad execution. Tried to go for a long pass when the short pass is right in front. Ends up being a turnover. Here comes Smythe up the near sideline. Long kick up to Moran. Could not get through the defense. Good cutoff there by Christina Feely. The Skylanders. I'm going to do that a couple times here, I'm sure. Skylanders with a good pass. Misses the first one. Gets through to the second. Makes one defender miss. Cannot make the second miss, but that wet ball almost came into play there. Francesca Gray couldn't catch it at first. She's got a hand over her chest, almost as to say, I got away with one there. As it went over her head, she couldn't catch it initially. She's able to catch it on the rebound. It's got to be tough for the goalie. Wet gloves, wet ball. And here's some good, fancy footwork once again from the Skylanders. Into the box, left-footed shot. Going to walk around for the right. Probably was better off going with the left foot, had a better angle. Not as comfortable with the left as opposed to the right. Decided to go for the right-footed shot. and was just missed. But here's another good opportunity for the Skylanders with a corner kick. Corner kick for the Skylanders. So here is a great opportunity here. We'll adjust the position of the ball. Not going to go short. No one is there. So this is going to go into the box, or hope so for the Skylanders' sake at least. Does go in. Good. Finds the head of Mackenzie Smythe. And she's finally able to kick it out after the ball was put back into the box by a Skylanders offensive player. The Knights, Mackenzie Smythe able to clear it out of the danger zone momentarily. The Skylanders still in possession of this ball in their offensive zone, so not completely out of the woods just yet. Luckily for the Knights, the Skylanders bailed them out, showed them the light. Now the Knights have an opportunity to throw in their defensive zone. Almost played a full 6 minutes here in the second half, and the score is still 2-1 in favor of the Knights. But that could change. Skylanders turning things around offensively. Had a couple good opportunities so far in the second half. That should continue the way momentum is rolling down their side of the hill right now. This is a throw in deep in their offensive zone. Let's see, they're going to go for a long throw or going to go elect for the short one instead. It's controlled now. Here's a cross or an attempt at a setup cross. Good closeout defense there by Mangione. Mia Mangione cleared that ball out. Let her defense reset. Second throw in, not as successful for the Skylanders. Knights trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Can't. They turn it over. Here's a cross into the middle. Here's a head. And it's good, but not good enough as Gray has to come off the line and make the save, and she does with some ease. Here's a punt through the middle. Not a very good one. Couple blue jerseys there, and they're the ones who come away with it. Here comes the footwork into the box. Shot, no good. That shot, no good as it was wide of the net, but a very good start to this second half for the Skylanders. About 3 or 4 good shots already. The next one may be the all-important equalizing goal. The Knights desperately in need of a break for their defense. Maybe this is the one they're going to get. Offense trying to go from defense to offense with some urgency, and it's quickly shut out. Here come the Skylanders once again, trying to turn things around. They're trying to get hot on the offensive side. The Orioles a good example of how hot offense can turn things around. Doesn't matter if you're not playing good defense. If you can score more than the other team, you're going to be able to come away with a win. Right now, Skylanders in a good position to score more points than the Knights, even though they find themselves down right now. Here come the Knights with a throw in their defensive zone. And there is a iffy call there. Excuse me, iffy play. I know it's getting wet out there. Footing does seem to slip on the turf, especially the way the turf's looking right now. The turf looks beautiful, but I have it on good authority that there's some puddles down there accumulating on the field, which is never a good sign. Here come the Knights, or the Knights started to go on the offensive attack. Skylanders able to shut them down, force that ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights, so the Skylanders have possession of the ball, trying to get something going. They're cut off by the Knights, who pretty much give the ball right back to them, and now we're right back at ground zero where we started. Smythe thought that was going to be a throw in for the Knights, but referee seeing it the other way. Here come the Skylanders. Bad throw, finds the head of Smythe, and here's Corbett Fennicle, tried to find Moran in the middle, but Moran just could not get to that 50-50 ball fast enough. And the Skylanders find themselves in the same position the Knights did a couple minutes ago, stuck in their defensive zone, unable to get the ball into their offensive zone. There they do successfully do just that, but Hapsis was unable to control that, which bails the Skylanders out, gives them another possession at the ball. Here's two players getting tangled up. Those against Mangione of the Knights. And here come the Skylanders about 10 yards in front of the midfield line. Here's an opportunity. A lot of space there in the middle. Could they put something in there? Let a teammate run and find it? Regardless, this is a big situation here. And it is a missed opportunity. That is for sure. Ends up going out of bounds. And here come the Knights with a goal kick. Gray didn't have to do much to avoid disaster. As the Skylanders, an opportunity missed. Can't afford to miss very many opportunities when you find yourself down by one with under 35 minutes left to play in the game. Here comes a big opportunity for the Knights. Got to get this ball out of their defensive zone and into the offensive zone without turning it over. Something that these two teams have struggled doing. The transition game, oh so important in any team sport, really. And transition failing the Knights here. Here comes an opportunity. Gray with a nice move coming off the block. Or excuse me, coming off the line. Stuck in basketball terms right there for a second. Gray wasn't out of the woodworks altogether, though, as the Skylanders were able to get a shot off. Just unsuccessful with that shot. Good play there by Gray coming off the line. Diving in to avoid that disaster. The next goal for the Skylanders will equal it up. The next goal for the Knights could be the game winner, or could be the one that puts the game out of reach, I should say. This is a back-and-forth contest right now. Neither team able to possess the ball for any really extended point of time. Hot potato. Either team controlling that throw in, so now the Knights have it. Far sideline. Played right back to Long, who plays it in the middle. There's Moran. Couldn't get past the first defender. That was really the last line of defense between her and another shot on goal. Just misses. Just misses the opportunity. Here come the Skylanders. Good closeout there by number 16, Madison D'Amico. Far sideline with the throw in for the Skylanders. And cleared out of bounds. Good clear. Don't just kick it out of bounds. Kick it up the sidelines and out of bounds. Make them move back a little bit. Referee letting them throw it in a little bit closer than I thought the ball went out of bounds, but he's the gentleman with the stripes and the whistle, so he's in charge. The way he sees it is the way it happens. Smythe with the ball on the outside after the missed opportunity by the Skylanders. Smythe just trying to clear it out. Finds Hapsis almost by accident. Hapsis really turned the jets on to get to that ball. She's one of the speedsters, if not the main speedster of this Knights team. And there the ref trying to get this game back under control. Kenzie Smythe. Little chippy play there. Ends up being a turnover. And here's an opportunity for the Skylanders. Still down by one. Just over 30 minutes left here in this contest, which means we've almost played a full 15. Long shot. Good save by Gray. Very close to finding the back of the net there. Gray was able to get down and make that save before it was too late. Gray has been tested at least 4 or 5 times here in this second half. Cannot say the same for the Skylanders goalkeeper. She's had a quiet second half in between the pipes, which I'm sure she's happy about. Really starting to come down there on the field, which is absolutely going to play an effect on this game. The ball's going to skip a little bit more. Those long passes are going to be a little bit faster. And there's an offsides call. The ball don't lie. So the offsides call was made. The offensive player for the Skylanders took the shot anyway, and it didn't go in. As Rasheed Wallace would say, the ball doesn't lie. Here comes a long pass up the sidelines. D'Amico's not going to be able to run that one down as that will go out of bounds. But last touch by the Skylanders. There's an interesting play there. Had enough time, I thought, to maybe move it to one of the other defenders and let them clear it away. Instead, the defender for the Skylanders just taps the ball out of bounds and lets the Knights get a throw in deep in their offensive zone. That could be a mistake that comes back to haunt them. Let's see if the Knights can take advantage of it. Right now, I'd say no, as the Skylanders have an opportunity. A lot of space and a lot of green in front. Have teammates. This is an even break. Here's the pass up the sidelines. It's going to be a little bit too far, so I don't think there's going to be a shot. But here's the cross, and it's just a little bit too wide. If you're a Skylanders fan, you hate to think of if that first pass would have been a little bit more accurate. You'd have more of an opportunity to cut into the middle of the field, try and get a shot off instead of forcing your teammate to have to go to the cross instead of the shot. Regardless, it'll go down as another missed opportunity for Sussex County, and you can't afford to miss very many more opportunities. There's only 28 minutes and some change left in this game. The way it's coming down now, opportunities are going to be few and far between. It's hard enough when you're playing your first game of the season. Now you're playing your first game of the season in a pouring down rain like it is right now. It makes it a little difficult. And there is going to be a foul behind on Mackenzie Smythe. Absolute bailout foul there. Maybe the foul was the reason for the missed kick, but you got to think if the foul wasn't committed, the Knights would have a transition opportunity and a very good one as they had an even breakaway if that would have been a clean steal. Referee blew the whistle, though, so the steal was not clean. It was a foul committed. Here are the Skylanders with another good opportunity. The Knights not doing a good job of closing the door on this game. They're letting the Skylanders hang around. Coach Holland not going to be too happy about that, but only going to take one goal for the Knights to really get out ahead in this one. They get up 2 goals here in the later stages of this game. That may be all she wrote. It's going to be tough to come by those. The momentum is absolutely rolling down the hill of the Skylanders. This has been their second half. Whatever halftime speech their coach had, it must have been a good one. They've come out with a sense of urgency and a sense of pride here in the second half that was not seen in the first. We have a player down. It is a Skylanders player. The Knights haven't seen it yet. And now they do, as they'll kick the ball out of bounds. Allow the Skylanders player to get some medical attention. That is number 6, Eden Brown. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Eden Brown, the injured player for the Skylanders, rubbed some dirt on it and is back out there, up and running around. Should be good to go from here on out, I'm assuming, as the play has now resumed for the Knights. And they are in possession of the ball. Here's a throw-in, controlled initially by Corbett Fennicle. And there was a good tackle there. Got a lot of leg, but enough ball, the referee is saying. Took a hard fall, Pasanelli did on the turf after the tackle. And there's a great steal on the outside. Believe that was Mangione who made the steal. And the shot was just wide and saved by the goalkeeper for the Skylanders. But that is the kind of play kind of tackle and then shot that can switch momentum. And the momentum was absolutely on the side of the Skylanders before that shot on goal for the Knights. And let's see if that can do a little bit of switching that momentum back towards the Knights. They do find themselves up 2-1 in this game, but like I said, the Skylanders have absolutely dominated this second half, and their domination continues as this is a very good opportunity for the Skylanders, about 5 yards out in front of the box. Here's going to be a free kick. Great chance here. Who's going to take the kick? A three-man wall for the Knights. Here comes the opportunity. Misdirection. Now it's up, and it splits the uprights. That would do Justin Tucker proud, but it doesn't count for anything here this afternoon. Lots of power behind that kick, but not very much accuracy. Once again, this is about the 5th or 6th time I've said this afternoon, but another missed opportunity for the Skylanders. Here come the Skylanders. The ball's out of bounds. A play for it on the end. Long was going for it for the Knights. She couldn't come up with it. Here's a long shot, and it is wide of the net. This will be a goal kick for the Knights. Once again, a missed opportunity for the Skylanders. Every missed opportunity in the second half is going to come back to haunt them, but as the clock continues to get down close to the 000s, the more missed shots they have, the more those shots are going to come back to haunt them. It'll keep them up at night thinking about all the chances they had here in the second half to come back and tie it up. So right now, it does not look like they're going to be able to do that. The defense for the Knights being solid, and also the offense for the Skylanders looking like not very accurate. Only takes one, though. Only takes one good shot on goal to make this a brand new ball game. They only find themselves down by 1. That being said, it only takes one good shot on goal for the Knights to really break this game open. I always say football is a game of inches. Well, I'm pretty sure every sport is a game of inches. An inch there, an inch here could be the difference in a goal. And there's Gray coming off the line, making the save. It's going to take her time here with the goal kick. The Knights going to take their time in pretty much everything they do from here on out, unless they've got a clear breakaway or a clear chance. But you're going to see some keep away, I'm sure, in their future. Once again, the Knights with a throw in near sideline. Here's Smythe. Puts the boots to it. Does number 5, Claire Cash. Smythe with another throw in. This time on the near sideline. It is controlled by Webb. Webb, good cross, but can't find a teammate. D'Amico was able to finally run it down, pass it up to Corbett Fennicle, top of the key. Back to Hapsis, long shot. Oh, just splits between the goalpost and the field goalpost. Does not get much closer than that, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So it won't count for anything here this afternoon other than style points. But if we were counting style points, I'd give that a good solid 5. Awfully close, but a missed opportunity for the Knights nonetheless. You can afford to miss a couple opportunities if you're the Knights, though. Up by 1. Don't want to miss many more of them because you want to put this game away. And speaking of that, oh, so close. Aaron Moran with the long shot. Just wide of the net. Does not get much closer than that. Once again, back-to-back, very close shots for the Knights, coming maybe 15, 20 seconds apart. The momentum had been squarely on the shoulders of the Skylanders for the majority of this second half, but after those two shots, I got to think that the Knights now are in control of the momentum. Here comes D'Amico trying to turn the corner, get past that last defender, cannot do that. Skylanders end up kicking it out of bounds, and here is a corner kick for the Knights. Very good opportunity. Could this be the game, or could this be the corner kick that puts the Knights up for good? Corner kick for the Knights. Taking the kick is number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. So here's Smythe with the corner. Her third corner of the second half. The first two, not so great. This one into the middle. Had a white jersey there, but they weren't able to get a body on it. Instead, the Skylanders avoid disaster right now. And here's a great opportunity. Clean break. Don't have numbers and are running out of real estate as well. Great closeout defense there by Madison D'Amico. She turned the Jets on, got shoulder to shoulder with the offensive player of the Skylanders and was able to kick that out of bounds, force the Skylanders to regroup, and more importantly, allow her defenders and midfielders to come back and regroup as well. The Skylanders still in possession of the ball. Here's a long shot. Gray punches it out, but punches it right to a Skylanders player who cannot finish the job. Oh, my goodness. Gray with just a mental lapse there. I think she realized that she wasn't going to be able to catch it, so instead she just punched it out, but punched it right to a Skylanders player. Could not see who that was who got the kick off, or the shot off, excuse me, for the Skylanders, but doesn't get much closer or much better than that. You're looking for the equalizing goal. The Skylanders are. They miss a wide open goal there. That one will haunt you. May have some nightmares about that one later tonight. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good at anything, and that time Gray was very lucky. This whole Knights defense was lucky that that didn't end up being a goal. A long shot by Webb is saved easily by the goalkeeper for Sussex County. They can't get the ball out of the danger zone, though, as the Knights still have possession in their offensive zone. Webb was dribbling over to the left foot. Now back to the right. She plays it back to one of her defenders. There's Claire Cash, who gets a quick shot off, and it's easily saved by the goalkeeper. Cash had the right idea. I think that may have been more of a cross. She thought one of her teammates was going to be able to get under it, maybe put a head on it. Here's Passanelli trying for her second goal of the game, but goalkeeper for the Skylanders able to come off the line and make the easy save. And that one off the face of the Skylanders player, Lane. Tried to chest that one down, but took a weird skip off the turf and ended up eating a little bit of that one like it was a sandwich. Here comes a free kick. Mangione of the Knights. Got two players in front of the ball. That's Hapsis and I believe Passanelli there to cause a distraction. Now here's Mangione with the kick. It's a good one, but not enough power behind it. And right at the goalie as well. So the power and the accuracy lacking. Skylanders trying to get this ball out of the defensive zone. Unsuccessful so far, as they've spent the last 4 to 5 minutes on their heels playing defense. Skylanders with the throw in. Here are the Knights trying to go on the offensive attack. Webb could not control that pass, ends up harmlessly rolling back to one of the Skylanders defenders, but Webb pushing and shoving back there, got a foul for her troubles, but I'm pretty sure Coach Holland's going to be happy with the aggressive play from Webb there regardless. On the free kick, Skylanders play it back to their goalkeeper. Here they are on the far sideline. 15 minutes left here in this game. They're approaching desperation time. They went for the long pass, but there was D'Amico able to kick it out of bounds, allow her midfielders and defenders to come back and regroup. And here is a brand new opportunity for the Skylanders. Throw in, far sideline. One goal is all that separates these two teams. The Knights up by 2, or excuse me, up by 1, 2-1. All 3 of the goals in this game coming back in the late stages of the first half. No goals here in the second half, but it has been very exciting as the Skylanders have had opportunity after opportunity. Here's another one, but Claire Cash is able to clear it out of the box and out of the danger zone momentarily. Skylanders try to put it right back into the box. Passanelli this time clears it. 50-50 ball won by the Skylanders, but Tiana Hapsis right there with the interception. Tries to make one defender miss, can't do it. She was tripped up, and she is still down on one knee. She's going to limp off, though. She'll be all right for now. We may see her exit the game, though. A good interception by Hapsis. What could have been by the Skylanders? That's been the story of this second half. Once again, could be the story here. Here's the breakaway. Don't have numbers and don't have space either. There's a good defensive play there by the Knights midfield. Ends up forcing that to be a takeaway. And the ball being carried up that far sideline, and that is going to go out of bounds for a corner. Here comes Mackenzie Smythe, her 4th corner of the second half. Let's see if the 4th time is the charm. First 3 were unsuccessful. Let's see what she does here with the 4th. Corner kick for the Knights, taking the kick, number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. Here's Smythe, hand up, ball's in the air, no good. Nowhere near any white jerseys. The Skylanders don't do a good job of clearing it out, gave the Knights another opportunity at it. And that's why they're in possession of the ball right now. Here's Long with the long pass in. Here's Moran. Moran couldn't control it. Either that or she was going for a pass to Webb, and Webb just didn't see it. Regardless, that is going to be a big missed opportunity as Webb and Moran, either one of them could have had a one-on-one breakaway at the goal. Had a little bit of a communication breakdown. It's always the same. And some pushing and shoving coming from Mangione of the Knights. With just over 10 minutes left here in this game, it's a 2-1 ball game. The Skylanders in possession of the ball, but not in possession of momentum. They had momentum for the beginning of this second half. I would say they had momentum for the first 15 to 20 minutes of the second half, but ever since then, it has been all Knights. Skylanders have spent the last 10 to 15 minutes on their heels in their defensive zone. It's not a recipe for making a comeback, and there is a bad illegal slide tackle coming from Mangione almost about to say, to no surprise, Mangione, very aggressive player for the Knights. Filling in on that role that Alexis Regalbuto had on the team for the past 2 years. She was kind of the defensive enforcer for this team, and now Mangione seems like she's taken up that mantle. Important part of the team, as I've always said, this Knights team based on defense, built on defense. Really, this whole Knights program built on defense, whether it's soccer or lacrosse. Coaches here know that defense wins championships. The Knights trying to establish good fundamental defense in the early part of this season, and right here in this game, they're doing just that. The same could not be said about their game last week against the Barons of Burlington County. So they gave up quite a few goals in that game. But here, this week, against the Skylanders, completely different team, in my opinion. That was the first game of the season last week. Maybe the rust has started to wear off, and now they're really getting the season started. The Knights look good right now. Let's see if they can hold on for the next 10 minutes and walk away with the W. Keep the winning ways going here in Baltimore. The Ravens won all 4 of their preseason games. The Orioles are on an amazing run right now. And let's see if the Knights can keep it going. Gray comes off the line, picks up the ball. She's going to take her time here, or should take her time here with this punt or throw. The Knights can play a good game of keep away here for the next 9 minutes and 30 seconds. They'll be walking away with the W. This is now back-to-back possessions for the Knights that have ended with an easy steal and a play back to the goalkeeper from the Skylanders.
Nice step. Trying to run behind you, man.
A great head coach once said, you play to win the game. Right now, the Knights look like they're playing not to lose the game, as their offensive urgency has pretty much died off. Just trying to hold on here for the last 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Not a very good strategy. If you ask me, that may open the door just a little bit to let the Skylanders kick it down and tie this game up. It's like Herm Edwards said, you got to play to win the game. See if the Knights pick up the urgency back up, I should say, as they're now in possession of the ball. But they turn it over once again, this time right at the midfield line. Here come the Skylanders. Play into the box. Apsis, the last one to touch it. So here's a corner kick. And a big opportunity here. Skylanders going to bring everybody in. They got 2 defenders staying back. Everyone else is inside the box. Now they've only got 1 defender staying back. Corner kick for the Skylanders. So here is a great opportunity. Could be the final good opportunity the Skylanders see. Here's a play into the box and over the goal post and splits the uprights, but last touched by the Knights. So another corner kick from the Skylanders. The opportunities keep coming. They keep knocking on opportunities' door. Eventually, they may just kick it down. Here's another corner from the far sideline. This one not as good. Doesn't find any teammate in the air. They do end up getting an opportunity at a shot, as a Skylanders player was able to run it down. They could have been more accurate with that shot. Could have at least tested Gray, the goalkeeper for the Knights. That one was wide right. Nowhere near the goal. So once again, a missed opportunity for the Skylanders. Just under 7 minutes left here in this contest, and the score remains 2-1. This has been an exciting second half, even though we don't have any goals here in the second half. Here come the Knights up the far sideline. A good offensive possession here for the Knights would probably end it. Even if they don't get a goal, start to steal back a little bit of that momentum that the Skylanders stole a couple minutes ago. If you could get that, that may close the door alone. Steal back some of that momentum, start controlling the ball and possessing the ball for more than just a couple seconds. That may be all she wrote. Corner kick for the Knights. So here's the corner for the Knights. Is not very good. Can't find anybody in a white jersey. Instead finds a couple different players in a blue jersey. And that is a call that Tiana Hapsis and the rest of the Knights players are not very happy with, as that ball goes out of bounds. They all thought it was last touched by the Skylanders. The referee, the man in the zebra stripe, saw it the different way. Here are the Skylanders with a throw-in, far sideline. It's controlled initially by Mangione of the Knights, and she paid for it. She took a dive down there, courtesy of the Skylanders player coming in with the push. And here the Knights will take possession. Just over 5 minutes left here in this contest, and the head coach for the Skylanders wants a word with the referee. He's going to get it, and I guarantee you the ref's going to get the last word in, and the coach isn't going to like it. Still yet to see a referee overturn a call here on this level in this sport. One day the coaches and the players will learn that the man with the whistle in his mouth, he is the king. Here's the ball on the outside, and there is a foul. Got tangled up there, did the two players. The Skylanders player doing the tangling ends up being a foul and a missed chance. Skylanders clock is about to strike midnight on their comeback hopes. They may turn back into a pumpkin in a couple minutes. It's not looking good right now. They've been dominant here in this second half, had a lot more opportunities than the Knights, just not able to capitalize on any of them. Here's another throw-in for the Knights on this wet and rainy day. The rain's almost coming in intervals now. I mean, the rain has never stopped, but now it'll slow down for a minute, and then it'll go back to torrential downpour. Almost reminds me of that scene in Forrest Gump where he talks about all the different ways it rained in Vietnam. Corner kick for the Knights. Taking the kick is number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. It rains sideways. Big rain. Here's another corner kick from Mackenzie Smythe. The first one unsuccessful. And she's had about 7 or 8 corners here in this second half alone. That time she wanted to kick the ball first, but before kicking the ball, she kicked the big puddle of water. Saw a bunch of water come up with that ball, and that led to it being an unsuccessful corner kick. The puddle's really starting to come down. The guys working on the sidelines may be swimming by the end of the second game we have after this. I want to encourage you guys to stick around as CCBC Catonsville, the Cardinals, are in action here at the Coliseum. I don't blame them. Why would they want to play in Catonsville when you could play at a beautiful stadium like this one? So CCBC Catonsville Cardinals going up against Sussex County. The men's team, that is game 2 of our doubleheader right after this one. But game 1 still going on, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in it. And a hard fall on the sidelines taken by number 11, Knoll of Suffolk County. And she was real close to that sideline where the turf turns into... She was real close to that sideline where the turf turns into the blacktop. And I'm sure that did not feel very good. She's going to stay in the game, though. One tough cookie. She probably watches a lot of hockey. And there is Passanelli, the hero of the game so far right now, as she's the one who had the goal that ended up that may end up being the game-winning goal. That is, of course, if the Skylanders can't answer right here. This may be their final chance. 2 minutes left in the game, and they're knocking on opportunity's door. Here comes Knoll. Pass into the middle, and it's hit out of the danger zone momentarily by Mangione. Mangione trying to come in and clear it a little bit further, and that will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights, though. Here come the Skylanders once again, knocking on opportunity's door. 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this game. On the near sideline. Here comes Webb doing a good job of shielding the defender off of it. She may just be best off just kicking this ball down the field. And that's ended up exactly what she did. Good closeout defense there by Eden Brown of the Skylanders. And now here's a throw-in, just over a minute left in the game. The Knights just want to play keep away here. Don't allow the Skylanders to get into a position where they can go defense to offense with some urgency. Don't allow the Skylanders to get into a position where they may have an opportunity at something quick here on the transition. And the Knights fail that as they give it right back to the Islanders here on the goal kick. And a good goal kick was needed from the Skylanders, and they didn't get it, as a 50-50 ball ends up being won by Mangione, and now here she is on the near sideline. She's got one defender in front of her. Now she's trying to turn the corner, get a cross off. She can't get a cross off, but the Skylanders defender has to kick it out of bounds. And now here's a corner kick for Mackenzie Smythe and the Knights. Corner kick for the Knights. Taking the kick is number 11, Mackenzie Smythe. Smythe going to take her time with the corner. Only 20 seconds left in this game, and it's all over. The deciding goal is finally scored. The Knights, with 15 seconds left in the contest, get that ever so important third goal of the game. That puts them up 3-1. Didn't see who the goal scorer was. I know it came off a cross from Mackenzie Smythe. But a big goal being scored. I believe that was scored by Aaron Moran. That'll be all she wrote. So the final score will be 3-1, as that goal came in the last 9 seconds. Or excuse me, came with 15 seconds left. Now the clock is hit triple zeros, and it is over. Final score, your CCBC Essex Knights 3, Sussex County Skylanders 1. Stick around for game 2 of our doubleheader. That'll be right after this.